Hey, universe and mining family. Grab your shovels and your pickaxes. Welcome to the show. I'm Nemesis, and of course, I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research, but let's dig in. Yo, what's happening, Crypto Nation and my mining family? So, today, I'm going to be starting off with a whole slew of kind of a little bit more technical videos. So this one I'm going to be benchmarking the graphics card that I actually have in my main PC, which is an ASUS ROG Strix GTX 1070 Ti. So I'm going to run Cinebench on there, see what the frames per second is on it. Now, I'll just say it like this: I am pulling video from this card, so the numbers are going to be a little lower than to be expected. I've ran some of the tests on them outside of me pulling video, a lot of video with it, like recording, and it made a little bit of a difference. And as we get into it, I'll explain. So with all of this, I will jump in and wrong one. There we go. Boom. There's my face. So MSI Afterburner. This is something that you're definitely going to want to download. And if you see right here, I've got GPU-Z, and this can tell you some of what the sensors are actually reading, actual wattage consumption, temperatures, how much memory is being used, how much GPU clock is being used, all this good information. Do you necessarily need to download GPU-Z? No, it's just a way for me to be able to tell certain things, because especially like one MSI. I don't want that. MSI Afterburner only gives percentages of power, where this will tell me my wattage, and that's what I'm looking for, a little bit more accurate numbers. And then, yeah, that's pretty much what I get from here. And just so that you guys can also see this, now as a gamer, I'll have it at 100% power. You can see that the target temperature on the upper end is 83 degrees, not Fahrenheit, this is Celsius. So if you guys are curious what the conversion is on that, so we got 83 degrees Celsius times 1.8 plus 32 gives you a grand temperature of 181.4 degrees. That is too hot. You will cook the thermal paste off the chipset. You'll have to re-thermal paste it if you let it get up there a lot. Whenever I'm mining, now this is something in MSI you got to remember too. There's this little link here. Click on it. What it does is it unlocks the temperature and the power to be together like this. I like to sit there and set my temperatures down when I'm mining a little bit, but we'll get into that in a second here. So whenever I'm mining, I don't normally have it be anything more than 75 degrees Celsius. Now again, times 1.8 plus 32, that's 167 degrees Fahrenheit. To me, that's still very hot. My mining equipment, my GPUs typically don't get over 65 degrees Celsius, which that's, again, 1.8 plus 32 equals 149 degrees. And that's pretty warm. But your card can live like this indefinitely. You'll never have any issues whatsoever. Your cards won't thermal throttle at the Your cards won't really thermal throttle at this. When you hit 75C, 83C, your card starts to thermal throttle. Not a good scenario. And if you keep letting it get up to the 83C, you'll cook the thermal paste to clean off the chipset. Not good situations to be in. Just kind of little side bit information. Now, whenever I am mining, I typically will overclock this, but for the purposes of testing, what I'm going to do is I usually tell people to unclick the auto so you can take control of the fan. Ramp that up to like it. If you got a small tight case, put it up to 80, but I'm going to be doing some testing, so I'm going to put it up to 80 just for testing purposes. And we'll go ahead and run Cinebench on this. Open, I say. Open this up, and this is Cinebench. So what you do from here is you could sit there and see what the CPU's performance is. This is a Threadripper, so we know that the performance is going to be pretty damn impressive already. But let's see what the GPU can do. How many frames per second can this thing actually run? So it kind of goes through its like little rendering process, and now it's going to start. Bam, bam. Now it's just doing like big old measurements, seeing if it's dropping any frame rates or whatever. You know, it's leaning on that the GPU because it's got a lot of shininess to it, a lot of reflections. That's pretty intensive on any GPU. Tight, close movements like this, it's pretty intensive. Not like an impressive game or anything like that, but it's just what they have going on is pretty intensive. And now it should do a mark. Now remember, I'm pulling video from this, so the numbers are going to be a little low, and which they are. Now, as I was saying, since I am pulling video, without me recording video, I had 108.77 frames per second on this, which is a little bit faster than the system's originally comparison to. So with my overclock, it does pretty impressive. Now remember that I don't really have an overclock on this, and it's way low. So just kind of keep this in mind that some of the numbers are not going to be 100% reflective. Let me go ahead and this is my overclocking basically of whenever I am gaming myself. I can go ahead. No, I don't want to save this. But this is where I usually game with my stuff. I'll turn that off too. And typically, well, my gaming setup is this. I got an aggressive fan curve on it, 100% power, plus 125, 550. Like I said, I will hammer on my card as a gamer. Now, as a miner, I got 75% power, not the 100%. 75% fan. This way, I'm getting the card temperature low as most effectively as I can. Without any further ado, let's jump right on in. Now, if you guys haven't seen it before, NiceHash Miner V2 is no longer being updated by NiceHash anymore. They are referring you to do NiceHash Legacy, which that'll be the first one I start off with, guys. And you'll come up into here. It'll have a bunch of stuff. You're like, which one do I click on? Come down, find your smiley face, and click on it. And it'll pull it up. You can close that out in the background. Opened up too many instances of it. No! Okay, so we can sit there and start mining from here. Now, this is assuming that you've already benchmarked everything. Do the precise one. It takes a little longer. It's worth it. And then from here, I'm going to keep my CPU off. This way we can see exactly what the GPU can do by itself. And start. You're going to watch my video kind of glitch and lag out just a little bit. Just because, you know, again, it's sharing video and now it's mining. So let's see what it can do. And let's see, come on. Takes it a minute for it to go through its first round on it. Alright, there we go. And 4.8 graphs at 132 watts. So almost 5 graphs, and pretty power efficient, I have to say. Let's go ahead and stop this. Bam. So I don't have. Here's my paper. And do I have a pen somewhere? Here we go. So, and that was on Beam. Or no, Grin, I'm sorry. Grin! It was on B minor, or G minor. G minor. Now, Nice Hash has been flipping between Beam and Grin. So, with the 1070 Ti, we were running 135 watts at 4.8 graphs. Alright, so go ahead and close this out. Now, again, this is using G Miner. I've actually got the miner downloaded individually, and I can run it manually. So this is what G Miner has to offer. So it could do Eternity, Aeon, Beam. I'm not sure what BTCZ is. Bitcoin Gold, Grin. Not sure what MNX is. Swap, Zero Coin. So that's what it can do through here. And again, we were doing Grin, so I can do Grin from here. And let's see what Grin does as the individual miner on here now. Now that I'm not using somebody else's software, I'm using my own software, mining to my own wallet. And if anybody's like wondering how to set, if you want to download Gminer, I can give you links to that if you really wanted them. Just let me know, get in contact with me. I got the Discord links down below. You can hop on my Discord and ask me. And with Gminer as the individual miner, again, I'm getting 4.8 graphs per second. Legit. So you can go ahead and close that out, since we definitely know that this works. Check out Beam now. Go ahead and click on Beam. Got some of that Beam. Gonna go ahead and I'm gonna record everything down. This way I've got the numbers too. Beam, proof of work. Here we go. And come on. Anytime now. Yeah, see. Come on. Always takes a minute for it to like show its hash rate and stuff. There we go, 21.2. Now, that is a little low. Whenever I wasn't pulling video, I was getting 23 souls. And this is at 128 watts. So that's not too bad at all. Not too shabby, I say. Not too shabby. And just in case you guys are like wondering what these ones do, Eternity. Come on, anytime. There we go. Alright, we got 4.8 on Eternity at 116 watts. So this one hits just like Grin. Wow. But uses just a little less power, actually. 128 watts. Let's go ahead and kill the miner real quick. We could try to mine some of that Aeon. Yo! I know a bunch of people who've mined some of that Aeon and profited pretty nicely off of it. I haven't. I barely got the thing, you know, just started mining a little bit here and there, but not trying to do it for profit. I'm just kind of showing that it works and all that good stuff. All right, so I got 225 souls on Aeon. At 134 watts. Alright, I can go ahead and stop this one. I've got my Bitcoin gold in there. And let's see what she does on Bitcoin gold. Come on. Always takes it a second. Anytime. There we go. 61 souls on Bitcoin gold at 132 watts. Alright. And we could try some of this zero coin. See what she does on zero coin. And it's sharing out like you wouldn't believe. Wow. Accepted, accepted, accepted. There we go. And we got 34 souls at 132 watts. Alright, bam. And if anybody's like wondering how to do the overclocks or anything, and you're having issues to get your rigs to run stable, certainly hit me up. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. So I'm going to go ahead and back up here, and then I'm going to run my last miner, which this one will mine some of that Ethereum Classic. Yo! So I know where this card should be hitting at, but it's not going to. Just because I'm pulling video, of course. So, ETC. And I'm unable to. I'm gonna have to ask around and see if I can get a Prog POW miner to start working with the 1660 Ti. See if I can go from there and try to get it to mine some Prog POW, but no guarantees. So yeah, I'm getting just a little over 30 mega hash on Ethereum Classic. Let's see here, I'll call it 30 mega hash. And if you can see here, it doesn't give you any watts on here, so that's where my GPU Z kind of comes in handy. So I've got about 130 watts on this, which I know I can get mine down a lot further, but because I'm pulling video on it, it's gonna hit the card a little bit differently. So I can go ahead and shut this down. Bam. Alright, awesome. So now I've got that all written down. So now I've got a comparison for everything to start doing some of the other testing that I'm going to do tomorrow, where I'm going to be putting in the 1660 Ti into my computer, and I'm going to run all the same tests that I ran on my 1070 on this one, and this way we can get a direct comparison to seeing if the 1070 or the 1060 is better, one is better than the other. And I also want to see, because I couldn't get the 1660 Ti to overclock on NiceHash. I'm hoping that because I'm going to put it in my normal computer, that MSI Afterburner will have the newer drivers to be able to overclock this more efficiently, but we'll have to see with that one. So with that, guys, do you guys got any comments, questions, or anything like that? Drop them down below. If you're looking for where to find MSI Afterburner, just drop a comment in down below. I will definitely respond back and answer any questions you guys might have. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. And if you know, like I said, if you got any questions, drop them down below. And while you're down there, let's see here, smash that Lizzie like button, guys. You know, that stuff definitely helps me out. Let me pull this guy over here so you guys can see him smashing away. And while you're down there smashing that like button, guys, hit the bell and the subscribe button. Helps me out. Share these videos with everybody. Helps me reach out and inform more people about all this good information. And with that, guys, like always, I will see you on the next one.